Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirm, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, you guys. Welcome back into the channel. Welcome, Divine Feminines, to your weekly check-in. So welcome to 2026, Divine Feminines. Congratulations for making it through another year. I know 2025 was challenging, but it also inspired growth, learning, inspired you to heal your heart space so you can open up to love. So, this message is just what you need more of in 2026 and what you need to leave behind in 2025. So, welcome in all of my current subscribers and followers. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome in, you guys. So, let's see, Divine Feminine, what you need more of in 2026 and what you need to leave behind in 2025. Well, very clearly, you need to leave behind some toxic people. People who kept you on edge, people who didn't make you feel safe, people who you felt like you needed to protect yourself from. You need to leave those people and situations in 2025, Divine Feminine. In 2026, this is going to be about growth, right? This is going to be about forward movement. This is going to be about you receiving your blessings after all of the hard work that you put in 2025. So you definitely don't want to go backwards in any way. You definitely don't want to bring anything toxic with you in 2026, because 2026 is going to bring in a soul bond, a soul connection, because of the hard work that you put in, because of the heart space healing that you've done. You are now attracting in a true soul connection, Divine Feminines. And so any toxicity, any toxic connections from 2025, you definitely want to leave those right where they are in the past. What else for my Divine Feminines? Yeah, in 2026, it's going to be about you taking care of you, Divine Feminine, continuing to give yourself love, self care, spending time always reconnecting and regrounding yourself, right? So, finding balance between giving yourself to others, your time, your energy, your love, but also giving that back to you, making sure that you put yourself first, you keep your cup replenished, right? So that you always have enough nourishment in order to, give it to others. And then also making sure that your connections are equally balanced, that you are receiving an equal give and take in your new connections. What else for my Divine Feminines? Yeah. So again, in 2026, it's going to still be about continuously healing, finding that inner peace for you, Divine Feminines. You have gone through dark nights of the soul. Most of you guys have gone through some level of healing. A lot of you guys are still healing. I don't think healing is ever truly complete, but I feel like the battle, the war, was in 2025. 2025 brought a lot of insecurities to the surface, a lot of fear, a lot of toxic connections, came to light. They were easily seen, right? The veil was lifted so you could see those toxic situations and people a little bit more clearly in 2025. So now that you have an idea of what's no longer serving you, what's not going to be good for you, it's about you working on your internal state, working on keeping your 7 chakras in balance, that internal peace, right? That freedom within, Divine Feminine. Okay. What else? What are we looking forward to and leaving behind? So in 2026, compromise is going to be needed. It's interesting. And I love that this one came out because it also came out in the Divine Masculine message that I just did as well earlier today. So check out that message, Divine Feminine, because in that message, I did talk to the Divine Masculine group about being able to open their heart to allow them also to receive true love, true connections, again, trusting in their heart space. But because of both my divine masculine and divine feminine collective going through the heartbreak that you've gone through, the pain that you've suffered, right? The broken connections, there is a lack of trust. And trust is something that you have to rebuild within self. But when you come across your soul connection, right? When you come across that new connection, there's going to have to be a lot of compromise because you guys are going to have to understand where each other are in your lives, in your healing journey, right? You guys can support each other through the healing journey as long as everyone is willing to compromise and be open for change. So, yeah, and then cats are very significant. It's a cute cat. What else? Light. Yes, you are going to be shining so bright, divine feminine, in 2026. I feel like you are also going to be a guide naturally for the divine masculine collective as well. I feel like a lot of my divine feminines started their healing journey first. And so I feel like now the divine masculine collective is kind of catching up to the divine feminines and they are going through their healing journey. I feel like their healing journey is a little bit tougher. There's so much societal pressure, I'll say, that has covered up the authenticity of a divine masculine. So there's so much reprogramming, there's so much that they have to relearn about themselves, so many things they have to discover. So I feel like divine feminine, you shining your light brightly, continuing to heal, continuing to focus on your, healing your internal self, right? Keeping yourself in balance is going to be what attracts in that divine masculine. So your light is going to be needed in 2026, divine feminines. What else? Yeah, we're going to leave the past in 2025, right where it is. Anything from your past, whether it was 2025, whether it was 2024, 5 years ago, anything that no longer serves your growth, your healing. So anything that does not support you on the path that you are on, divine feminine, you're going to leave it right where it is in the past. Yep, confirmation from spirit. The past is closed. That door has been closed. That cycle is closed. There is no going backwards, repeating cycles, none of that. This is about forward movement. This is about you reaping the rewards for your growth, for your healing, for the wisdom that you gain. This is you applying that knowledge, that wisdom, those lessons to your life moving forward so that you can continue to manifest, attract, and be blessed. Divine feminine. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Yeah, exactly. The past lives and past are closed. Past life connections. And unless it's a past life connection, someone not from this past life maybe could be coming in to meet you again in 2026 to try the connection again. But this will still be a new person, divine feminine. The past is closed. Clever. Yeah. Anybody living in this fox like sneaky type energy, anyone trying to manipulate, take advantage of, all of that is being left behind. You are no longer entertaining anyone in a sneaky or fox like energy. And with your discernment, with your intuition, with what you've been learning about yourself, you will be able to easily recognize this type of energy very, very quickly. Some of them will come back in this sneaky energy trying to look as innocent as this kitten here, but deep down, they are looking at you as prey. So be mindful, Divine Feminine. In 2026, we will be more open, transparent, right? 2026 is about being as authentically ourselves as possible, meaning that we shouldn't be afraid or insecure about what makes us who we are. And that means being transparent with the people in our lives that we love and that love us. It doesn't mean being completely open to any and everyone, because we have to protect ourselves, right, in our energy. So be mindful of who you share and you are transparent with as well. What else for my Divine Feminines for 2026? What are we leaving behind and what we need more of? Power. Yes, you are, like I said, powerful light in 2026, Divine Feminine Collective. You are going to be a very powerful being in 2026. And people should be very cautious about how they decide to treat you, especially when it comes to your heart space. Yes, power. Beautiful. What else for my Divine Feminines? Self-worth. Yes, we will have a lot more self-worth in 2026. I feel like this is something that my Divine Feminine Collective is already coming to see about themselves, their self-worth. This is why you are attracting in a new soul connection. This is why you have closed out the past, because you now know what you deserve. And that is just going to continue to grow and grow. Yeah, and we are leaving behind anybody coming in to interfere with our growth, with our progress, right? All of that's being left behind in 2025. No more interference. Only growth, surrender, metamorphosis, loving energy, main character vibes, booked and busy. This is going to be you, Divine Feminines, in 2026. So let me give you some truths that you need to be aware of from the Akashic Records, Divine Feminines. What's some truth for my Divine Feminine Collective going into 2026, starting out the year? What do they need? Stop telling yourself you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. There's no more shoulding in 2026. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Obligations should be things that you choose to do from your heart. Detach. Divine Masculine's got this one as well. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out. Let go of your attachment to it. Divine Feminine. So we are detaching, right, from what no longer serves us. What else? What else? What other truth for my Divine Feminines? Victim mindset. We're letting go of any victim mindsets. We're not bringing that into 2026. You've been through too much, Divine Feminines. You've had too much growth, but we are bringing in caring connections. Yes, we are. True caring connections. Yes, we are. What else? Yep. We're letting go of dependence, codependence, codependence. There's something or someone you are clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. See, you need to be this bright light, but there may be something or someone that you're still holding on to that's keeping you from stepping into that light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own, Divine Feminine. So let go of whatever that is that's keeping you from stepping into your light. Your light is going to be important in 2026. Step out of fear. Don't be stuck in fear. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. Don't let anyone stop you from stepping into your light. Don't let fear especially stop you, since fear is an illusion. What else does my Divine Feminine need for 2026? To have faith in yourself. Have faith always. Trust that everything is going to be okay, especially with those doors closed from the past. What else? Don't be afraid to take a chance, Divine Feminine. Okay? 2026, this is going to be opportunities opening up for you. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Yep, walk away. Walk away. What else for my Divine Feminines? Have a courageous heart. Yeah, don't be afraid of your heart space, Divine Feminine. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown, but your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. Okay, Divine Feminine? Yeah. And honor yourself. Honor yourself. You've been through a lot. You've had a lot of difficult roads, and you have survived each of them. Honor that. Don't let fear slow you down. You've been through a lot of the worst parts of this already. Look at that. Spirit is here with you. Beautiful. One more. Beautiful. Unicorn. Spirit. Water. Air. You might have air in your chart, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and water in your chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The golden egg, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. There's no rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you, Divine Feminine. Slow down and listen to yourself, Divine Feminine. Trust yourself in 2026. You've done a lot of the legwork in 2025. Now it's time to apply the lessons and the things that you've learned to your life in 2026 so that you can continue to receive blessings on blessings. Because I feel like this is what the universe wants to give to you. A lot of you guys have already started receiving these gifts. So trust yourself. Crocodile, resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions, action, or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing, and building energy. Fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. Power came out here, right? Yes. When in balance, wise, patient, and silent powerhouse. When out of balance, feels stuck and lashes out. To bring into balance, rest. So again, going within, Divine Feminine, taking your time, using discernment, your intuition before making decisions. This is what you learned in 2025. This is what you're going to apply to your life now in 2026. If you ever feel rushed, or if you feel like someone is trying to rush you, it might be a red flag. Take a step back, regroup, take a look at the situation, use your discernment, use what you've learned, right? There should be nothing or anyone that should be able to make you feel like you are forced to make a decision until you know exactly what you need to do. Okay? All right, then we have the unicorn here as well. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers, well, maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day to day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grab something more. You are the unicorn, Divine Feminine, and you have begun your quest for the answers. Stay curious, okay? Keep obtaining new levels of knowledge, deeper understanding about who you are, about what path you need to be on. You'll know if it feels right for you or if it doesn't. Vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there is a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, it clarifies and reveals wisdom. When out of balance, it's dramatic and aggressive. To bring back into balance, clean your space and sage. So, this is about understanding that sometimes we have to leave situations that we didn't realize we would have to walk away from, relationships that, we thought would be in our lives forever. The vulture comes in when it's time to clean up, when it's time to bring in clarity, when it's time to cleanse our energy. This is what's going to be needed in 2026 to be able to see your relationships clearly and walk away when they no longer serve you. Don't let them linger, right? We need to start cleaning up our own messes sooner rather than later. Okay. All right. And let me get you your healing energy oracles to close this out, Divine Feminine. I'm excited for you guys in 2026. Continue to grow, continue to shine your light so we can continue to guide in the Divine Masculine Collective as they work through their healing, go through their dark nights of the soul. Be supportive, send them good energy because everybody is ready for growth, but I feel like not everybody knows the way. So, your healing energy oracle, Divine Feminines, going into 2026, choice. I choose serenity, light, and positive energy. No matter what I go through, I choose happiness. I rise above fear and direct my thoughts to God. Vitality. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. Courage. I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light, and I remain light. I trust in God and stand tall before the test of life. I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. Freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms, my intellect shines, and my inner light grows. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. 2026 Divine Feminines is your year of success. It is your year of growth. It is your year to receive the blessings from the divine as your gifts for your courage, for your healing. So keep shining that light brightly, Divine Feminine. I look forward to having you in 2026 and being there to support you along the way. Congratulations. Until next time, Divine Feminines, with so much love and light. Bye, guys.